In a deeply tragic incident on October 12, 2024, a car accident involving the son of well-known Ghanaian religious leader Bishop Salifu Amoako resulted in the deaths of 2 young girls. The event unfolded in East Legon, Accra, where 16-year-old El-Rad Salifu Amoako was reportedly driving a Jaguar SUV, which collided with an Acura carrying Justine Adbenu and Mummy Duomo, both aged 12. Both vehicles caught fire following the impact, tragically leading to the deaths of the 2 girls. This accident has sparked considerable public interest and debate, raising critical questions around road safety, the responsibilities of parents, and the broader role of public figures in Ghanaian society. In response to the tragedy, Bishop Salifu Amoako publicly appealed to Ghanaians to refrain from sensationalizing the accident, describing it as a painful loss and stressing that his son's actions, while resulting in a tragic loss, were not a criminal act, but an accident. According to Ghana Police Service reports, on the evening of October 12, 2024, 16-year-old El-Rad was behind the wheel of a Jaguar SUV when he collided with a Honda Acura driven by Joseph Aka, with 4 other occupants, including Justine and Mummy. Upon impact, both vehicles were reported to have burst into flames, with the young girls trapped inside, leading to their deaths. The driver and another passenger from the Acura, who sustained injuries, were treated and discharged, while the 3rd injured individual remains hospitalized. Video footage captured from security cameras reportedly shows El-Rad driving at a high speed, a fact that has intensified public outcry and grief surrounding the tragedy. Many Ghanaians have expressed outrage, emphasizing that allowing an unlicensed minor to drive was irresponsible on the part of his parents. These sentiments have deepened as details emerged that El-Rad's mother had permitted him to drive the vehicle on previous occasions, suggesting that this may not have been an isolated incident of underage driving. Following the accident, the Ghana Police Service arrested El-Rad's parents, Bishop Salifu Amoako, and his former wife, Muha Amoako. Both were charged with allowing an unlicensed individual to operate a vehicle, a serious offense in Ghana, as the legal driving age is 18. Additionally, a 3rd individual, Linda Bempa, who allegedly handed the car keys to El-Rad, was also detained. Court proceedings on October 16 and 17, 2024, revealed further details about the legal responsibilities surrounding the incident. According to court testimonies, El-Rad's parents admitted that they had occasionally permitted their son to drive their vehicle for errands, such as trips to the gym. The prosecution further claimed that Bempa, an employee of the family, had on several occasions handed over the keys to El-Rad. The parents' legal defense argued for bail, emphasizing that they were not flight risks and that their strong community ties should support leniency. Ultimately, the High Court granted bail of GHC/50,000 each to Bishop Amoako, his ex-wife, and Bempa, emphasizing the importance of their accessibility for future trial dates. This legal development highlights broader societal concerns regarding responsibility and parental oversight, especially for families in the public eye. Days after the accident, Bishop Salifu Amoako publicly addressed his congregation, expressing his deep sorrow over the tragedy. Speaking at Alive Chapel International, he defended his son, asserting that the accident, while devastating, was unintentional. He urged the public to view the event as a tragic accident rather than a deliberate act of violence, emphasizing that his son did not carry a gun. To KLN. In his address, Bishop Amoako pointed out that such accidents, while tragic, are not uncommon and are typically not subject to the intense public scrutiny his son's case has attracted. He argued that his prominence as a religious leader has amplified reactions, suggesting that if his son were not linked to him, the incident might not have attracted the same level of media and public attention. His statements, while understandable from a grieving parent's perspective, were met with mixed reactions from the public, with some Ghanaians calling for stricter legal consequences. Bishop Amoako appealed for empathy, urging people to allow the legal process to proceed without passing premature judgments. Let us see what the Lord will do, he concluded, expressing faith in the ultimate resolution of the situation. The families of Justine Abenyu and Mummy Duomo were left devastated by the accident, with the incident casting a shadow of grief over the entire East Legon community. On October 18, friends, families, and community members gathered at the crash site to hold a candlelight vigil for the victims. The vigil was titled the All-White Candlelight Vigil, symbolizing purity and remembrance for the young lives lost in the accident. Attendees, many of whom wore white in honor of the girls, shared stories, offered prayers, and reflected on the young lives lost too soon. Both girls held citizenship in foreign countries. Justine was recently granted Canadian citizenship, and Mummy was a U.S. citizen. These details underscore the profound tragedy and loss for their families, who had likely hoped for bright futures for the young girls. On October 23, a funeral service was held at Christ, the King Catholic Church in Accra for Justine, attended by family members, friends, and sympathizers. Emotions ran high as loved ones paid their respects, laying wreaths and sharing tributes to the 12-year-old girl who, along with her friend, had been full of promise. The incident has prompted a broader societal debate in Ghana regarding underage driving and the responsibilities of parents, particularly those in influential positions. In Ghana, the legal driving age is 18, and any minor behind the wheel is considered unlicensed. This regulation exists to prevent precisely the kind of tragedy witnessed in East Legon, as young drivers often lack the maturity and skills necessary to safely navigate the road. Many members of the public have voiced strong opinions on the issue, arguing that Bishop Amoako and his former wife should bear accountability for allowing LRAD to drive. The sentiments reflect broader concerns about accountability, with some citizens arguing that the legal system must hold influential figures to the same standards as any other citizen. This discourse around legal consequences is intensified by the fact that this tragedy has affected a prominent family, making it an example for those concerned about road safety, especially in cases involving minors. The incident has attracted significant attention on social media platforms, where netizens have shared varied reactions to the event. Videos purportedly showing LRAD driving at high speeds earlier that day circulated widely, igniting discussions about parental control, teenage driving, and the impact of high-profile status on legal proceedings. Some social media users argued that Bishop Amoako's plea for empathy and privacy was insensitive to the families of the deceased, given the irreversible loss they suffered. Others defended the bishop, calling for a more measured approach to public judgment, arguing that parents cannot foresee every action taken by their children. The October 12, 2024 accident involving Bishop Salifu Amoako's son, LRAD, has underscored the critical need for road safety regulations and parental accountability in Ghana. The deaths of Justine Abenyu and Mummy Duomo have left a profound void in the lives of their families and friends, while the public discourse has exposed broader concerns about the role of public figures in setting examples within society. As the investigation continues, it is hoped that the legal process will address the complexities of this tragedy with fairness and sensitivity. For Ghanaians, this tragic event serves as a somber reminder of the responsibilities that come with driving and the importance of adhering to road safety laws, regardless of one's age or social status. The public outcry and grief reflect the community's shared desire for justice and compassion, and perhaps this event will foster a renewed commitment to safety and accountability on Ghana's roads.